What's up, Beta Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host here, Fareed. Today, we're diving into the latest updates when it comes to Cardano. First things first, we've just had the wrap up of the funding round number 12 kickoff taking place in Barcelona for Project Catalyst. As a part of that, we heard from Frederick Agard, the head of the Cardano Foundation, and he mentioned a couple of key things. One of those being the fact that the Cardano Foundation will now be putting in proposals for Project Catalyst. As a part of that, we could hear or we could get some proposals touching on integration of Oracle solutions as well as stablecoins. Now, when talking about stablecoins in Cardano, there's one specifically that comes to mind. And of course, that's none other than USDC. So could we see USDC being proposed to be integrated in Cardano via the Cardano Foundation and Project Catalyst? That's definitely a possibility. However, there's no official confirmation. Now, following that, there's also an update surrounding USDA, a fiat-backed stablecoin launched by the Anson's team, also backed by Emergo. So I want to go ahead and quickly play that tease there for you guys as well. Following that, we've got updates surrounding the Cornucopias game, which has just released a brand new build introducing their customizable player avatars. Following that, I want to highlight Liqwid V2, which has now hit the mainnet, followed by updates surrounding the Twin protocol, which is aiming to bring real-world assets into the Cardano ecosystem, starting off with their gold-backed token. After that, we've got updates surrounding AXO getting integrated into 2 separate DEX aggregators, followed by a brief update surrounding the Genius Yield team and their ongoing DAO vote. In closing, I want to touch on World Mobile, an upcoming conference that the World Mobile team will be attending, as well as NMKR, which has now struck a partnership or a collaboration with the ChainPort bridge. In closing, I want to highlight Nuvola and their second partner following their partnership with the Igon team. If it's your first time stopping by Dapp Central, my goal here is to help you find digital liberty in the Cardano ecosystem. I hope you guys enjoy content like this. And if you do, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. It really does go a long way towards helping me here on the channel. In addition, I am a single stake pool operator operating the official Dapp Central stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. If you'd like to support, consider delegating. And right now, not only will you be earning your traditional ADA rewards, you also earn the Matera token as well as the Sarah token. I've got a full video breaking all that information down if you are interested in joining and showing support. That said, let's go ahead and just jump right on in. First things first, I want to highlight a brief snippet coming in from Frederick Agard and the Cardano Foundation. This is right off of the back of the funding round number 12 for Project Catalyst kickoff, which just happened in Barcelona. So I'm going to quickly play this. It's about 15 to 20 seconds, but it's touching on the fact that the Cardano Foundation moving forward will begin to put in proposals for Project Catalyst, given its expansion. And I did actually break down all the latest rules with a brand new category being added for Project Catalyst funding round number 12. So make sure to go and check that out. But I want to give you guys a little bit of context here surrounding what Frederick is talking about, and then we'll go ahead and move into this next piece.
Still considering also to start submitting proposals over a variety of topics that we want to receive a mandate from the community on. This could include a variety of topics such as blockchain for good, governance transformation, tooling, infrastructure, or maybe even a large stablecoin or an Oracle submission. But nothing is set in stone yet, but we do think that this is the time where Catalyst is matured, Voltaire is maturing, and we can step in now and do some of that which we have been refraining us from doing before.
So you heard it there from the man himself. He mentioned a potential Oracle solution. I think that's Chainlink. There's been talks about Cardano integrating with Chainlink, or the other way around, Chainlink integrating with Cardano, however you want to phrase it. But then there's also been talks about USDC. Again, there's been a huge price tag that's been floating around, which has been somewhere around $10 million. But given the size of the Cardano treasury right now, which sits at 1.5 billion ADA, that should be more than enough to cover that $10 million amount. Now, granted, there's also been rumors swirling around that it could be more than $10 million. But at this point, what we do know for a fact is that it's not a technical issue. So again, it's more or less just getting a set of rules where the Cardano community is happy, but then also where Circle is also happy to integrate directly into the Cardano ecosystem. So again, no confirmation, but what we do know is that the Cardano Foundation will be putting in proposals. Of course, I'll keep you guys posted as we get more details and more confirmation surrounding exactly which teams or which projects they're referring to. Next, we've got a quick piece here provided by Vineeth, who's one of the key representatives when it comes to the Anson's USDA stablecoin. So as a little bit of background here, again, the stablecoin is backed by Emergo, and this was announced, I believe, going into 2023, so a little bit over a year and a half ago. Unfortunately, around the September-ish time of last year, we saw the team actually hitting the pause button, stating that because of regulatory uncertainty within the US, that they would be taking their time and basically putting everything on hold. Now, during this recent Twitter space that just took place about 24 hours ago, we saw Vineeth teasing that there could be a big update coming down the pipes when it comes to the USDA stablecoin. So again, I'll quickly play this clip here, and then we're going to keep the conversation rolling.
We've been a little bit radio silent in regards to USDA and the stablecoin. And I would say in a couple of weeks or so, we should have, I would say, quite a happy update in regards to that. So please stay tuned because I'm really excited for what's coming next.
So another tease surrounding stablecoins coming to Cardano. It appears to be the hot topic right now. I know a lot of times when I'm listening to other creators outside of Cardano, that appears to be the one thing that they continue to give Cardano a lot of flack for, right? So once we are able to, I think, get at least USDA, and then whatever Frederick was talking about, that should hopefully help to curb a lot of that FUD. But nonetheless, want to open up there with some of the bigger updates. And if you guys want to find out more about Ansons, you can head over to ansons.com. It breaks down the benefits of their particular stablecoin. Again, being backed one-to-one with a US dollar fueled by Cardano with regulatory compliance built in. Next, we've got updates surrounding the Cornucopias game. So as it stands right now, we have the brand new facelift release that has just been given out to the community. And it states here, our avatar creator has now been released. Enjoy an in-depth customization of the first release with more content to come on every future release. So this team has made it very clear that they are here to build with the community. Yes, there's been a lot of FUD, at least lately, with them moving over to Base and really kicking off and growing their own community there. But that's for another topic or for another video. This team continues to build and develop, and they've shown that they are more than capable to deliver. So for them to be expanding, I think only makes sense. Now, with this particular build, you have the ability to create your own customizable avatar. You can change everything from the hair to the nose to the eye color. Anything that you can see on an avatar, you can basically go ahead and change. Now, in addition to that, they've gone ahead and added new holo cache locations, which are essentially puzzles, kind of like an Easter egg hunt. And then they've also made some updates to their inventory system. Now, following the release of their character creator, there's also been a reinitiation of a conversation surrounding the avatars and just some of their needs directly in the game. So here we have 3 different levels or 3 different hierarchies or 3 different categories within the hierarchy, breaking down physiological needs, right? So that's food, water, warmth, and rest, followed by safety needs, security. And then we have belonging and love, which is obviously friends and intimate relationships, followed by esteem needs, prestige and feeling of accomplishment, followed by self-actualization. So all of these are going to be elements basically woven into the Cornucopias game, bringing again a sense of actual ownership, right, within the game, but then a sense of just actually belonging. You know, these are different things that across the real world, right, give you a sense of feeling, give you a sense of belonging. And to have this built within a game, I think for me, it's going to be a first. But it reminds me of something, for example, like The Sims, where it's not just about playing a game, you know, going in there and doing something that is temporary or sort of in isolation. This is going to be an ongoing process, and it's going to be like you're actually taking care of your character, right? So I'm excited to see that this team is thinking almost 2 or 3 steps ahead of the competition and really diving deep when it comes to providing the ability to create your own unique character, but then taking a step further, being able to take care of all of their actual needs, right? To where you feel like you're actually taking care of a human being when you're in the actual Cornucopias game. So I want to quickly touch on that there as well. Next, we have an update surrounding Liqwid, and this is with respect to Liqwid Finance V2 hitting the main net. So I've been digging a little bit to try and find exactly what updates or what features were deployed with V2. I don't see any dedicated articles, but I'll keep digging around. But this is a big piece of news here for the LQ community. Obviously, they came on the scene or on the market a little bit over a year ago. And we saw them launching around the same time that the Jet stablecoin had hit the Cardano mainnet. So since then, they've added multiple tokens to their markets, which obviously include ADA, but then a lot of the high-performing Cardano native assets. So I'll be reaching out to the team to see if I can get a little bit more clarity surrounding what was actually released or what was upgraded for V2. But keep in mind that you can access V1 as well. So if you prefer V1, that is still available. If you prefer V2, you can go ahead and access that. Now to access V2, you can head over to v2.liqwid.finance. As it stands right now, the protocol managing over $35 million in terms of TVL. And then as I scroll down here, we can see some of the assets or some of the markets that are currently available. So we've got support for the AGIX or the Singularity Net token, DAI, JED, Ergo, IUSD, the MinSwap token, Shen USDC, USDT, and the World Mobile token. Next, we've got a brief update surrounding the TWIN protocol. So TWIN is tokenizing gold and bringing that on chain with an additional follow-up, right, with the tokenization of silver, platinum, and palladium. I've had Thomas Tallis, their CEO and founder, here on the channel a couple of times. And just this past week, I actually sat down with them to have a Twitter space to talk about their close of their seed round, in which they've raised over $1 million. But then we also talked about their upcoming public sale and their upcoming private sale. So quite a bit going on here from the TWIN team and the official launch as well, of the Twix token. So we've got 3 pretty big events: the TGE for their token, the public sale, the private sale, and then I just mentioned the seed round that is just closed. Now for their actual launch sale, or for their public sale, I should say, they're going to be partnering up with T-1 Pro. So T-1 is a brand new launchpad that has just come on the scene here in Cardano, and they actually were the choice for the Palmyra team, which I've had Daniel and Theo from the Chef Pool here on the channel talk about what they're doing. So they're also an RWA project, and they're dealing with commodities. But it's good to see that more and more people or more and more projects are choosing to launch with T-1. So there is a KYC process. Do make sure to keep that in mind. But I'll leave the official link to the TWIN platform down below if you guys want to go ahead and join. In closing, there was a recent article released by the team, again, highlighting their successful seed round and exactly what was raised. And moving forward in terms of the timeline, we are expecting for the private sale to take place in mid-May, followed by the public sale in mid-June. And then we have the token generation event, or the TGE. And there's no official date, but it says it'll take place shortly after the public sale. Last but not least, we're expecting for the actual platform launch, which is huge, to happen in Q3. And from there, you'll be able to directly purchase, the VVG token, which is backed by 1-to-1 by LBMA certified gold. In addition, you can provide that VVG asset or the gold asset in addition to the TWIN token, right, which is called Twix. And by combining both of those, what the team will actually do is take that gold backed asset, and what they'll be able to do is put that to work for you by borrowing against it. So it'll be a way to passively earn additional yield while being the owner of that actual gold. That will do it there for updates surrounding the TWIN protocol. As always, if you guys do enjoy updates like these, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you want more content like this, breaking down everything going on in Cardano, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions, then leave them down below. The next piece I want to talk about is the AXO protocol. So AXO is one of the bigger order book style dexes here in Cardano. The other ones that we have in the ecosystem include Genius Yield, and I believe the Splash token or the Splash protocol, which should be coming online very soon. Now, that aside, we have the official AXO Trade protocol being integrated directly into the Dex Hunter platform, which is one of the larger DEX aggregators here within the Cardano ecosystem. So this is the first ever order book protocol to be integrated into Dex Hunter, which is a huge milestone. And of course, the team has mentioned that they are working on integrating the Genius Yield protocol up next. Next, we have a update here with SteelSwap, which is a brand new aggregator, which has just come on my radar personally. So not only did AXO get integrated into the Dex Hunter protocol, they've also been added into the SteelSwap protocol here as well. I really like here from the Steel protocol, their swap routing view, where you can quickly see exactly what you're going to be swapping and exactly how that's going to be routed and how that's going to be received once the trade is complete. So here we've got 50,000 AGIX tokens, and we've got 62% of that being swapped into ADA from the AXO protocol, 2% being swapped through the Wi-Fi protocol, and then 35% being swapped through the MinSwap protocol. If you guys want to find out more about SteelSwap, it's available at steelswap.io. I'll be poking around and playing around with this for over the next couple of days to, number one, better understand it, but then number two, see how it compares or differs from the DEX Center protocol as well as ADA markets. Next, we've got a brief piece surrounding the Genius Yield platform. So I mentioned the fact that their DAO had just gone live in collaboration with the Clarity protocol. And so Clarity provides infrastructure to launch DAOs seamlessly, and they've partnered up with the Genius Yield protocol. Now, Genius Yield, as a part of their first ever vote, allowed for the community to propose different ideas that they should propose for Project Catalyst funding round number 12. So what they've done is gone ahead and made a short list and then allowed for the community to vote for whichever items they want the team to put their focus in when it comes to this upcoming round of Catalyst, with the first choice being adding support for USDM/Cardano native trading pairs, again, allowing for more trading variety, because right now a lot of the liquidity pools are based off of trading in ADA. The second item, which was voted for, was to add a bulk swapping of dust tokens. So imagine you have a wallet with over 50 or 60 different Cardano native assets with really small quantities. You'll have the ability to basically bulk swap all of those for an amount of ADA, therefore reducing the clutter in your wallet. Last but not least, we have the options trading platform. Now, this was a proposal that I believe was submitted back in funding round number, it was 10 or 11. However, they didn't actually get it passed through. Now, with the changes in Project Catalyst, I think that this could definitely pass through this time. So that'll be the third option, which will be nominated for Project Catalyst funding round number 12. Next, we've got a brief update surrounding the World Mobile team. So we've got Mr. Telecoms, Mickey Watkins, the CEO of World Mobile, attending the conference event taking place in 2024. And it's by far Europe's leading Web3 event. So this will be taking place on May 15th through the 16th. And we've got quite the lineup here. It's good to see, let's see here, over 6,000 attendees, 350 speakers, 100 exhibitors. And again, this is number one, or one of the biggest events, I should say, in Europe. So to have Mickey Watkins out there speaking, representing the Cardano community, of course, as well as the World Mobile community, I think is a great way for them to get exposure while also really letting people know what a real deep-in project looks like. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully they are able to stream it. I'd love to tune in and listen to what Mickey has to say. Next, we've got 10 air nodes being deployed here in Pakistan, bringing the total amount of air nodes to 1,555. So the team continuing to develop, and I'm actually just getting off of a recent ambassador call where the team's been talking about a lot more updates to be able to share here with the community. So stay tuned. I believe they got a monthly community call scheduled, which should be taking place soon. Of course, I'll make sure to highlight that and any sort of breaking news that we get coming out of that. Next, we've got a brief update surrounding NMKR, which is actually is, I should say, it's not one, it is the largest NFT minting platform here on Cardano. I think minting over 40 to 50% of the NFTs that we see here in the ecosystem. That said, they've now partnered up with ChainPort, one of the bigger bridging providers here. They have support for Meld, Cornucopias, the Genius Yield token, the Genius X token, World Mobile token, and they're now adding support for the NMKR token here as well. So you can now bridge between Cardano, Ethereum, and Polygon, again, using the NMKR token. And I believe the very last thing we're going to close out with here is an update surrounding the Nuvola token. So I've had Raul de Benedettis here on the channel leading up to their token sale. If you're not familiar with Nuvola, they're a DePIN aggregator. So their job is to basically find DePIN protocols and actually operate nodes and then distribute the node rewards to NVL token holders. Their first partnership was with Iagon. They've now successfully provided or provisioned 400 terabytes of data for Iagon. And as a part of their second project, they're now going to be supporting nodes for the Orcfax protocol. So Orcfax, one of the two Oracle providers here on Cardano, what their job is to grab data that's off-chain, verify that, secure that, and then digitize and bring it on-chain for protocols to use. So the Nuvola team will be running or operating 2 of their Orcfax validators. And as a part of that, they'll be distributing all the rewards earned from the validators over to NVL token holders. One of the cool things about this is that you are no longer bound, right, to having the technical knowledge or the finances to actually purchase or operate a node in order to earn from these nodes, right? So that's the benefit here of a protocol like Nuvola. They're basically doing the hard work or doing the technical work in running and operating these nodes, and then distributing the rewards over to NVL token holders. That will do it here for today's video, breaking down all the latest updates here in Cardano, touching on stablecoins, the Cardano Foundation, Project Catalyst funding round number 12, Cornucopias, LQ, Twin, AXO, Genius Yield, World Mobile, and then we just close out by touching on NMKR and Nuvola. If you found any portion of today's video to be helpful, or if you just learned anything along the way, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you want more, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions, then leave them down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.